Join me as I dive into the history of the Silk Road and challenge myself to uncover how it forever changed global trade. The Silk Road, a network of ancient trade routes that connected the East and the West, was a game-changer in the history of global commerce. It was a conduit that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between civilizations, transforming the way people traded and interacted with each other. For centuries, the Silk Road played a crucial role in shaping the global economy, and its impact still resonates today. Imagine a time when merchants had to navigate treacherous landscapes, braving harsh climates and bandits to transport goods across vast distances. The Silk Road was more than just a route, it was a lifeline that connected the ancient world, enabling the exchange of valuable resources, technologies, and ideas. As we set out to explore the Silk Road's transformative power, we'll delve into the challenges of trade and communication before its emergence. We'll travel back in time to an era where geographical boundaries, linguistic barriers, and limited transportation networks hindered the flow of goods and information. It was an era of isolation, where cultures developed in relative seclusion, and trade was a perilous and often slow process. Prior to the Silk Road, merchants and traders relied on fragmented and inefficient networks, which limited their scope and reach. The scarcity of information and the lack of standardized currencies and weights made trade a daunting task. It was a time when cultural exchange was minimal, and technological progress was slow. In ancient times, trade was often a local affair, with merchants operating within limited geographical areas. The absence of a unified trade network meant that goods and services were largely confined to regional markets. The world was a fragmented and disconnected place, where the exchange of ideas and goods was a rare and precious commodity. In this environment, the concept of globalization seemed like a distant dream. The Silk Road would change all that, paving the way for a more interconnected world. Communication was another significant challenge. Without a standardized language or reliable means of communication, traders had to rely on intermediaries, interpreters, and messengers to negotiate deals and convey information. News traveled slowly, often taking months or even years to reach distant lands. The Silk Road would bridge this communication gap, facilitating the exchange of ideas and fostering greater understanding between civilizations. Trade was also limited by the lack of reliable transportation networks. Merchants had to navigate treacherous terrain, relying on camels, horses, and other pack animals to transport goods. The absence of standardized roads and infrastructure made trade a perilous and often slow process. In this context, the emergence of the Silk Road was a revolutionary development that would transform the landscape of global trade forever. The Silk Road was a network of routes that spanned over 4,000 miles, connecting China with the Mediterranean region. It was a complex web of roads, trails, and sea routes that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between civilizations. The Silk Road was not just a single route but a network of routes that branched out in different directions. It was a dynamic and evolving system that adapted to changing circumstances and shifting priorities. One of the most famous routes was the Royal Road, which connected Susa in modern-day Iran with Sardis in modern-day Turkey. This route was built during the reign of the Persian Empire and was later extended by the Romans. Another important route was the Northern Silk Road, which connected China with Central Asia and Eastern Europe. This route was critical for the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the East and the West. The Silk Road was not just a route for the exchange of goods, it was also a conduit for the spread of ideas, cultures, and technologies. It facilitated the transfer of knowledge, skills, and innovations between civilizations, leading to significant advancements in science, art, and architecture. Merchants and traders who traveled along the Silk Road played a crucial role in facilitating cultural exchange. They brought with them exotic goods, new ideas, and fresh perspectives, which helped to break down cultural and linguistic barriers. The Silk Road was also a catalyst for technological innovation. It facilitated the transfer of technologies, such as the wheel, the compass, and gunpowder, which revolutionized transportation, navigation, and warfare. One of the most significant technological innovations that emerged during this period was the development of paper money. This innovation, which originated in China, enabled merchants to conduct transactions more efficiently, reducing the need for cumbersome commodities like gold and silver. The Silk Road also facilitated the growth of cities and the development of urban cultures. Cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Merv in Central Asia became major commercial centers, attracting merchants, traders, and scholars from all over the world. The Silk Road was a powerful driver of economic growth, generating wealth and prosperity for the regions and civilizations it connected. It enabled the exchange of valuable resources, such as silk, spices, and precious stones, which fueled economic growth and development. One of the most significant moments in Silk Road history was the introduction of silk production to the Byzantine Empire. This innovation, which originated in China, enabled the Byzantines to establish a thriving silk industry, which became a major driver of economic growth and development. The Silk Road also facilitated the spread of Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam, which had a profound impact on the cultural and religious landscape of the ancient world. The Silk Road was not just a route, it was a cultural phenomenon that brought people together, fostering greater understanding and cooperation between civilizations. As we reflect on the Silk Road's transformative power, it's clear that it laid the foundation for modern global commerce. It facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, shaping the course of human history and transforming the way people trade and interact with each other. The Silk Road's legacy can be seen in the modern-day global economy, where goods and services are exchanged freely, and ideas and cultures are shared seamlessly. In conclusion, the Silk Road was a historic trade network that connected the East and the West, transforming global trade forever. It facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, shaping the course of human history and laying the foundation for modern global commerce. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on the Silk Road, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my related video on ancient trade routes, where we explore the fascinating history of trade and commerce in the ancient world.